very exciting. Right, we would like to know who is joining us.
Yes.
So let us know in the chat.
Also, we have a question we'd like to ask you for today. And the question is...
Oh, the question is, what was your greatest achievement from this past week? Can be big, can be small. We want to know what you've been doing. And
Yeah.
and hopefully you will feel like winners.
So, I've heard on the grapevine, Tori, that this week you completed a rather big challenge.
Yes.
What was it?
Well, it was my January, I can't say January very well. My January running challenge was to run, not all at once, in chunks, 100 kilometres, and I finished it on Friday. Yes! So I did lots of little 5Ks through the month, and I did it, which is amazing, because I didn't know if I was going to. What have you achieved this week, Rob?
Well, I decided that I wanted to get into a better routine of going to bed early and waking up early. So this last week, every evening, I've been in bed 9:30, and I've woken up 6:10.
Crushing.
So, big wins and small wins.
Maybe some of the parents watching will be thinking, I wake up that early, not out of choice.
Yeah.
So, well done to you as well. That is also an achievement. Okay, we're going to see who is here. Talking about wins. James, hi James. James says his greatest achievement is playing with his PJ Mask. I can't read it now if you scroll. Thank you. PJ Mask changing. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really cool. Well done. Who else is here? We've got the Fletchers. Hi, the Fletchers. We've got the Roberts. We've got Molly. Hi, Molly. We've got Noki. Who else have we got, Rob?
We've got the Greeny family. Hello.
Hello.
We also have the Kingsmans.
Hello.
And we have the Moormans from Paarl in South Africa.
Whoop, whoop. And Eddie and Emily. Hello. And did we miss anyone? Oh, and the first comment from Zara and Claire. Hi, Zara and Claire. Oh, I'm so glad you could all join us. Right, what else we got? Completing hard geometry dash levels. Don't even know what that means.
I love geometry.
I know you do. Hi, Edward and David. So glad you're here. And hi to anyone else who is watching at home who isn't typing in the chat for whatever reason, or maybe you're watching later in the day. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Ginties. Cameron says, making a Lego speedboat. That is a great achievement.
That is amazing.
Isn't it? You love Lego.
I love Lego as well.
Yeah.
Geometry and Lego.
Lego geometry? This week, somebody in the youth chat put their plans to make a chocolate chessboard. It was very exciting. Rob got very excited, especially. I got excited about the chocolate. He got excited about the chess. Boom. Hi, Ward family. Okay, Bethan has said, I've been learning to read in the last week. That's massive.
That is epic.
I love reading. You're going to love it. It's great. Oh, it's a video game. Geometry Dash.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. Hi, Ma family. Lovely that you're here. Okay, what are we going to do now? I think we need to tell people something.
Yes, let's tell them what they will need for a little bit later.
Yes, let's. Okay, do you want to hold the things and I'll say what they need? So firstly, you are going to need a piece of card. An Amazon box will do just fine. It needs to be around the size of an A4 piece of paper, but it could be smaller if you want. Yeah. You'll also need some paper, preferably blue. But if you don't have blue paper, that's fine. You can use white paper and use some blue pens to make it look blue. Talking about pens, you will need some pens. You will also need either glue or tape. Oh, sorry, I've got your wrong hand. Tape or glue, and you'll need some scissors. So that's what we'll need for later on, because we're quite enjoying getting a bit crafty, making something to remember what we've been learning about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you, want to go and get those things, now's your chance. Good. What are we going to do now, Rob?
It's time for an action song.
Yay! We love an action song.
Yes.
Right, should we...
Let's crack on.
Let's just crack up. Do we need to warm up, or...?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we want to make sure our shoulders are loose.
Okay.
So we're going to... Oh, sorry. So we're going to roll the shoulders forward and then backwards.
Oh, yes, I feel like a chicken.
And then for this one, we might also need an up and a down kind of.
Yeah, so some knee movement.
Oh, yes. Good.
Excellent. And there's also diving.
Yes.
Good. Okay, off we go.
Whatever comes, wherever goes, there is one thing that I know: you are faithful. Yeah, you are faithful. So I speak out your word. It has the power to change my world. And you're my breakthrough. Yeah, you're my breakthrough. Come on, you tell him. I will trust you. I will trust you. 'Cause you are a never-ending river, flowing full of power, washing over me. And I will run into the water. Jesus, take me deeper, saturating me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the midst of despair, you are God, and you are there. You're always with me. You're always with me. So I'm gonna trust you. I will trust you. Hey, I will trust you. Oh, you are a never-ending river, flowing full of power, washing over me. Oh, and I will run into the water. Jesus, take me deeper, saturating me. I don't care what it looks like. I'm diving in. Nothing will stop this passion. Well, I'm praising Him. I don't care what it looks like. I'm diving in. Nothing will stop this passion. Well, I'm praising Him. Oh, I'm praising Him. Oh, you are a never-ending river, flowing full of power, washing over me. And I will run into the water. Jesus, take me deeper, saturating me. Come on. Woo! I don't care what it looks like. Well, I'm diving in. Nothing will stop this passion. Well, I'm praising Him. No, I don't care what it looks like. I'm diving in. Nothing will stop this passion. Well, I'm praising Him. I'm praising Him.
There we go. Very exciting.
Very good.
Okay, we've got some more comments. What has been happening? So, Ginty household. Greatest achievement, getting my sister to have a sleeper in her room. I don't know what half these things mean, but it sounds great. I'm so glad you're all crushing. Okay. My family on duty here. Great, glad you're here.
And God answered Reuben's prayer to stop his mind playing tricks at night, making him scared. He slept the whole night in his own bed.
Woo!
He is so excited by answered prayer. So are Mummy and Daddy. That is epic.
Amazing.
Very, very cool.
Well done, Reuben. And well done, God, for answering our prayers. Chameleon Theatre has joined us. Hello. That's my friend Mike. Hi, Mike. Brilliant. Okay. seeing as Mike's here, we are about to move on to our next thing, aren't we? And what have we been doing? Do you want to remind us what we've been doing the last few weeks?
Oh yes, so the last few weeks we have been looking at stories in the Bible of God's faithfulness to the Israelite people. And it's to remind us that God is faithful then and He is faithful to us now. And last week, or the last 2 weeks, we looked at the story of Joseph.
Yes. Hope you remember, we had a dressing up colourfully competition. It was very cool.
And we made paper chains.
Yes, paper chains. Oh yeah, let's show the pictures. We've got some really cool pictures of you guys making your paper chains. Here we are with, look at that. We've got some wonderful paper chains with prayers on, which equals a paper chain for those of you who weren't with us. You guys are awesome. Love those.
So stylish.
So stylish. Love that you made it into a necklace as well. Okay,
So-
and what are we doing this week?
So this week we're going to look at a new Bible character, and in just a few moments we will give you some clues for you to guess who that person is. We're not going to tell you yet. But before we do that, we're going to play a game.
We are going to play a game. Now, my friend Mike has got semi-TikTok famous for making videos of the game Simon Says. Now, we love the game Simon Says. If you don't know how to play it, basically you have to do what Simon says you should do. So if he says Simon says jump, you jump. But if he says jump, you don't jump because he didn't say Simon Says. So that's basically the premise of the game. Now, as Mike is a pro, and I'm sure a lot of you are pros, his are quite fast. So we're going to have a go, and Rob and I haven't seen these videos before. We haven't practiced. So we're also going to be playing Simon Says. So you might want to get up on your feet at home, and we're going to play a couple of rounds of Simon Says. Here we go. Just swap that up.
A quick game of Simon Says. Blind duet me, if you dare. Simon Says, let's play. Simon Says, touch your head. Simon Says, touch your stomach. Simon Says, touch your neck. Simon Says, touch your elbow. Hey, that's not your elbow. Simon Says, put your hands up. Simon Says, put your hands down. Simon Says, put your hands up. Put your hands down. Oh, you should still have your hands up. Even if you move, that counts. Okay, put your hands down. Oh! You should have your hands up. Simon Says, put your hands down. Simon Says, make a happy face. Simon Says, make an angry face. Make a stupid face. Bah. Did I get you? Simon Says, turn around. Turn around 2 times. Did I get you?
Okay, how did you guys do? It's a tricky one because he's so good at it. I love that what the Winds have said. They love to call the game Daddy Says because he's called Simon. That's brilliant. Daddy Says. Okay, so you get the picture. Are you ready for another round?
But that was just a practice round.
That was just a practice.
Practice round.
We were not very good at that one. Okay, here we go. Second round.
It's that time of the day. Simon Says, let's play. Simon Says, walk in place. Simon Says, run in place. Simon Says, walk in place. Simon Says, run slowly. Run fast. Oh, did I get you? Stop. Oh, you should still be running. Simon Says, stop. Simon Says, touch your head. Simon Says, touch your shoulder. Simon Says, touch your chest. Touch your nose. Oh. Put your hand down. Oh. Did I get you? Simon Says, put your hand down. Simon Says, touch your ear. Simon Says, touch your stomach. Simon Says, don't touch your stomach. Simon Says, roll your eyes. Simon Says, nod your head. Oh, that's shaking your head. Did I get you? Simon Says, game over.
What were you doing when he said nod your head?
Oh, I thought he said roll your head.
Oh, because I was like,
I was
that's
rolling.
not right. Okay, excellent. How did you do on that one? Let us know how you're doing on the Simon Says. I find it very difficult. We've got one more round. I think it might be a face edition. Here we go. This is the last round, so make the most of it.
Simon Says, let's play. Face edition. Simon Says, open your mouth. Simon Says, close your mouth. Simon says, look to the right. Simon says, look to the left. Simon says, look down. Look up. Oh, did I get you? Simon says, make an ugly face. Wait a moment. Are you still looking down? Did I get you? Simon says, relax. Simon says, vibrate lips. Brrr, stop. Oh. Keep going. Oh. Did you keep going? Simon says, squint. Simon says, stop squinting. Simon says, raise your eyebrows. Simon says, raise your eyebrows 2 times. Simon says, close your eyes. Simon says, blink. Oh, did you wink or blink? Simon says, game over.
Ah, there we go. How did you all do? Barney found that man funny. Excellent. He is a very funny man. Thank you. We are getting better. Chameleon Theatre themselves saying we're getting better. Hope you all enjoyed a game of Simon Says. Now, I want to... we're going to do the clues now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do we want to give a clue? It's someone in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
So if you were thinking Simon, then you're not right. Okay. Other than that, I'm not going to give more clues. Let's go on to this one. There we are. Now we're big. Okay, so as usual, you get 5 points if you guess the character
Right now.
without any other clues. I already gave you a clue. It's not Simon. So, you've got basically the rest of the Bible to choose from. If you guess on Rob's first clue, you get 4 points. If you guess on the next one, you get 3 points, 2 and then 1. You understand. Okay, here we are for the first... Well, if you guess now... 5 points. Okay, here we are with the first clue for 4 points.
So this person lived around 430 years after Joseph.
Ooh, so it's in Joseph we did last week, not
Yes.
Mary and Joseph.
Yes, Joseph from last week.
Excellent.
Okay. 2.
So this is 3 points.
This person ran away from home because he killed someone.
Ooh,
Not so good.
not so good.
Okay, number 3. This person wasn't very confident at public speaking.
Unlike some people.
Okay. Then, number 4 for 1 point. This person heard God speak through a bush that was on fire but didn't burn. How strange.
How strange.
And then also for 1 point. Number 5, this person led the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt with God's help.
Okay.
Okay.
So hopefully you can guess who that is. Pop into the chat how many points you think you got when you guessed it and who you think it is. And here we are with the Bible story video.
God makes a way. After Pharaoh's son died in the 10th plague, he let the Israelites leave. They were near the Red Sea when Pharaoh changed his mind again and chased after them. When the Israelites saw Pharaoh's chariots, they were terrified. But God told Moses to raise his staff toward the Red Sea. God sent a strong wind and parted the sea. A dry path appeared, and the Israelites walked straight through the Red Sea. There was a wall of water on each side of them. They arrived safely on the other side. Pharaoh and his army followed them into the sea. God told Moses to stretch out his hand. Then the sea rolled back again, and Pharaoh and his army all drowned. God led his people through a wilderness. He fed them and gave them water. They camped at Mount Sinai, where God told Moses to meet him on the mountaintop. Surrounded by fire and smoke, Moses climbed to the top, and God came down to meet him. Then God gave Moses the 10 Commandments on 2 stone tablets. Don't worship other gods. Don't make idols. Treat my name with respect. Treat the Sabbath day as a special day. Respect your parents. Don't murder. Be loyal to your husband or your wife. Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't envy people or what they own. Now the people knew how to obey God. the Bible app for kids. Download it now. It's free.
There we are. I like that music at the end. It's good, isn't it? So, lots of you guessed correctly. Moses was the answer. Well done. Some of you guessed with 5 points still. I don't understand how, but that's amazing. Who can guess what the link is between Simon Says and today's Bible story video? That's the real question. Ooh. Okay, so you may remember we did this in Explorers about a year ago, but if you weren't in Explorers about a year ago, that's okay. You may remember the story of Moses going to Egypt and asking the Pharaoh to let God's people go. He was sent by God, who spoke to him through this bush that was on fire, but not burning. So it's weird that we call it the burning bush. Just saying. So he went to Egypt and he said to Pharaoh, let God's people out of Egypt. They should not be slaves. And Pharaoh, time and time again, said no. So God sent some plagues. He sent 9 different plagues. And each time, Pharaoh's heart got hardened and he said no. And each time the Israelites were protected against the plague. Eventually Pharaoh said, fine, you can go. And, oh, well done, the Greenleys. God says, it's the 10 Commandments, isn't it? Very clever. Eventually Pharaoh says, fine, you can go. And so the Israelites leave. And they finally reach the Red Sea. And in front of them is the Red Sea. And they're like, how are we going to get across? But by that point, Pharaoh had changed his mind. And his armies were coming up behind them. And so they were basically in a sandwich of scary army behind them, sea in front of them. What are we going to do? And so, thankfully, God again was faithful to his people. And he said to Moses, put your stick in the water. And the waters parted, as we saw in the video. And they managed to get across safely. And then, again, we saw in the video that God provided food and water, manna, which is like little flakes of bread, and quail, little birds. And God provided this food for his people. Time and time again, God provided for his people. But we know that being followers of God isn't all about how when we ask for things, God just gives them to us. It's not always the case, is it? No. So, what we want to look at today is how God does love us and does provide for us, which is amazing. But also, he wants us to grow in the way that we live. He wants us to live lives that are loving and serving others. So much of the 10 Commandments, lots of them are about loving God. Lots of them are about loving others. And so when God gives us these rules, it's not because he's like, I'm not going to speak to you unless you follow these because you need to be perfect. But actually, God meets us where we're at, even while we're not able to follow these rules so well. But he wants us to live in a way that loves him and loves others. And Jesus modelled that, didn't he, in the New Testament? So Jesus went and met with people who weren't perfect. He met with normal humans like you and me. People who made mistakes, people that sometimes had good days and sometimes had bad days. And yet Jesus met with them and loved them and walked with them to help them be more loving and more serving of others. So today's story is really encouraging because it does show us God's faithfulness, how he provides for us over and over again. But we mustn't forget that God doesn't provide for us just so that we can stay in whatever situation we're found in. It's so that we can learn to live and love and serve in the way that Jesus did. Now, not in this story, but in a different time, the Israelites crossed a river. They went across the Jordan. It's later on. Also, in other points in the Bible, like when Jacob wrestles with God, there's often something that they do. So they get stones to make a memory, or maybe they change the name of a place to remember what God did in that place. Or maybe they change the name of a person. Do you remember Abraham was originally called Abram? And God changed his name to remind him of all that God was doing in his life. So, we're going to make a little craft now. And crafts are fun to make, but they're also really helpful because they remind us of what God is saying to us at that time. And so we want to remind ourselves of what God is saying to us today. So that means we also need to be listening out for what God is saying to us today. Oh, the craft table is coming near. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture of what we're going to attempt to make. We're going to make a little Red Sea. It's blue, but Red Sea that you can open up and close. And on the inside, you can write a message to remind you of what God has been saying today. So it might be the name of the story, which was God makes a way. You might want to be reminded of that. It might be something you feel that God has said to you today. It might be just simple, I love you, or I'm walking with you. I will never leave you or forsake you. It might be a verse from the Bible. God's put lots of great promises in the Bible for us. So we're going to talk you through how to make one of these. So as we said, you're going to need your card, and you're going to need your blue paper.
Yes.
And what's the first thing we need to do, Rob? Shall we put the camera down so they can see what we're
The
doing?
first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to cut it more or less in half. Now you can cut a straight line in the middle, which I think is what I'm going to do because I like things nice and straight. Or you can cut maybe a zigzag or a curvy line.
I'm going to do a wiggly one like the waves.
Nice.
So here we go. I'm starting to cut mine. Oh, I just guessed. This is going to show a lot about our character. Because Rob's nicely folding his and I'm just cutting willy-nilly. There you are, there's some scissors.
Thank you. And then once we've cut it out, you're going to need to fold it into thirds. So will you fold yours into thirds?
Yes, I'll try. So, yes, good. I think this will work. So I'm going to sort of fold it to there. And then, on the other side, I'm going to fold it that way. You might need some help for this if you're little. If you're big, you might not. Here we go. So folding it into thirds. So, look at that. Then it sort of folds in and out.
Brilliant.
I quite like that. Very cool. So you need to do it on both sides, is that right?
For both pieces of paper, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now, if you don't have the things at home to do this, you can always make it later in the week. And if you forget how to make it, you can always watch the video back.
And then once you made it, we'd really like to see it.
Oh,
so
yes.
please send us photos. Please send Tori a photo of what you've made.
Yeah, either on an email or in WhatsApp, however you like. But we love to see all the things you've been making. It's really cool, isn't it, when we see what people have been up to?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my two folded sides.
Okay, next we're going to need to stick them down either end of the cardboard.
So like this, is that right?
But and you need to make sure that when you flatten it out, that it does fold into the middle.
Will that one work?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. So it really is the size of an A4 piece of paper. Very clever. Like this. Right, so we're just sticking the edges.
And you just stick the edges down.
Okay, I'm going to use double-sided sticky for this. Because it makes it nice and easy. Here we go. Okay. So I've put my sticky tape on. How's yours going, Rob?
Yeah, it's going well.
Excellent. Peel it off. And then I'm going to stick mine here. That's one side done. Oh wow, you've done like a double taping thing. Very clever. Now, as you can see in the picture, there's some stickers on theirs. If you've got any fishy stickers, then yeah, you might want to get those out. If you don't have any fishy stickers, you might just want to draw some fish or anything seaworthy. You know, you might want to draw a whale.
Also, I think monsters also count. I think there might have been some monsters in the Red Sea, so I'm going to put monsters in mine.
We have a limited sticker selection at church here. Though I have got these sort of Christian stickers, so they're like fish, aren't they? Right, could I have some tape, please? Thank you. Do you want to show the boys and girls at home what you're making?
Oh yes.
Rob's is very neat.
So I've put my sticky tape down. And I'm going to put them, just got to make sure that I put it the right way. And then when I fold it,
Yours doesn't meet in the middle. That's better.
I'll have to move mine up. Brilliant. While we get on with that, was there a song that you wanted to play?
Oh, yes. Now, it's the Faithful Then, Faithful Now song. So while you stick and cut and decorate your ocean, the other thing that's worth saying is that in the middle, now you can see on their picture, they've written wait for God. You might want to write whatever it is that you think God is saying to you today. So maybe while we're playing this song, chat to God a bit, maybe catch a bit from him, see what it is that he's saying to you today. It could be something very simple, it could be something very complex, who knows? God has all sorts of ways to speak to us. And then, pop it down here. It might be a Bible verse, could be anything. So we're going to play the song now and give you a chance to get on with your craft.
I'm holding on to faith, because I know you make a way. I don't always understand, I don't always get to see, but I will believe it, I will believe it. 'Cause you make mountains move, you make giants fall, you use songs of praise to shake prison walls. And I will speak to my fear, I will preach to my doubt, that you were faithful then, you'll be faithful now. Standing on your word, calling heaven down to earth. You will fight my enemies, and this will end in victory. And I will believe it, yes I will believe it. 'Cause you make mountains move, you make giants fall, and you use songs of praise to shake prison walls. And I will speak to my fear, I will preach to my doubt, that you were faithful then, you'll be faithful now. Oh, you were faithful then, you'll be faithful now. And I know that in love you never fail. Oh yes, I know that in love you never will. And I know that in love you never fail. Oh yes, I know that in love you never will. 'Cause you make mountains move, you make giants fall, and you use songs of praise to shake prison walls. And I will speak to my fear, I will preach to my doubt, that you were faithful then, you'll be faithful now. Oh, you make mountains move, you make giants fall, and you use songs of praise to shake prison walls. And I will speak to my fear, oh, I will preach to my doubt,
Vertical Worship here. Thanks for watching this Essential Worship video. Click up here to subscribe.
There we are. Okay, I hope that you're making some progress on your craft. I think I finished mine. How are you doing, Rob?
I've just finished mine.
So here's my ocean, and when it parts, it says, "Our God is faithful. The Lord is faithful, who will establish you and guard you from the evil one." 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 3. What does yours say, Rob? Let's see yours.
So that's mine.
It's got some sea monsters.
Got some sea monsters, but notice that when you open it, the sea monsters disappear.
Very clever.
Ooh. And then in the middle it says, God makes a way and works with his people.
So there you go.
Yeah, so that's a reminder that God is faithful, but also he somehow seems to want to work with his people. So we need to respond.
Brilliant. As I said, we would love to see any of the creations that you have made at home, and we would love to share in that. Right, we're going to pray as we finish our craft time. Would you like to pray for us, Rob?
Sure.
Excellent.
I'm going to close my eyes and put my hands up, and you can pray in whatever way is most comfortable for you. God, thank you for the reminder today of how you led your people out of slavery and into the wilderness, but then ultimately into the promised land. And thank you that you did the same for us through Jesus. You provide this way for us to go from people that are slightly messy, where we make mistakes, where we have good days and bad days, and we're able to walk and follow you into new life and into freedom, where we're able to grow in kindness and love and serve everyone around us. But Lord, also like the Israelites, we need to walk. We need to follow you in order for that to happen. So I pray that today you would show us how we can do that. Show us examples of where we can love and serve the people around us today. And would we do that, Lord, as our worship to you? Thank you that you love us and that you are always with us, that you were faithful then and you continue to be faithful now. I pray for every family here, that you would keep them safe, that you would protect them, and that they would know your presence. And I pray for exciting weeks coming ahead. And God, we commit to you all of our fears and anxieties, all of our worries. Maybe take a moment to think about what you are worried about, what you are hopeful for in the future, and just tell God that. Tell him what you're worried about and what you hope for. God, we lift these things to you and we entrust them into your care. Now help us to live each day in faith, trusting you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And as we pray for an exciting week ahead, I have 3 things to tell you about the exciting week ahead. Well, one of them's not really about next week. But anyway, firstly, if you are in years 4, 5 or 6, otherwise known as an explorer, if you're an explorer and you want to join us for our Zoom, it's this afternoon at 4:30 and we are going to be making armpit fudge. I know it sounds disgusting, but you're going to have to come and find out what it is. Parents and siblings are welcome to join. So do join us. The information should be in your emails, parents. Secondly, this is still number 1 because it's about Zooms. Climbers, year 1, 2 and 3. Climbers, your Zoom is next Sunday at, I think, 9:30 in the morning. Now, those of you who are very switched on will notice that that's usually the time that we're doing St Paul's Kids TV. Is that going to clash? Well, no. Second thing I want to tell you about is that next week we don't have St Paul's Kids TV because Rob and I are going to be moving all of the fun of St Paul's Kids TV to the all-age service, which will be on at 10:30 on the St Paul's main YouTube channel. So do come and join us. There will be at least one action song. There will be games and challenges, and there will be all sorts of fun, won't there?
Yeah.
There'll be a video. Some of your faces are in the video, so come and spot your friends. And yeah, it's going to be great. So do join us next week at 10:30. But as I say, we won't be here next week. We won't be on at 9 as usual. We'll be back the week after. Thirdly, if you haven't yet ordered your Easter countdown calendar, you will need to. Wondering what that is? Watch this video. Hi St Paul's parents, we are in the part of the year when we are counting down the days to Easter. So Lent is going to start in February, and I just wanted to tell you about something that we can all do together to prepare ourselves for Easter. It's a really exciting time to be doing faith together at home with your kids, and if you're running out of creativity, then I've got just the thing for you. So I have ordered a bunch of these packs. They're called Godventure Easter Countdown Calendar Packs. Woo! And I'll let you know what's inside them. So firstly, we've got this really cool map, and on the map, you can't quite see it, but there are little spaces to put stickers for each of the 40 days of Lent. With the pack, you also get your stickers. So each day you have a Bible story, a sticker. There's a little guide to show you where each of the stickers goes, which day corresponds to which picture. And then, really importantly, you've got your tiny little booklet, very thin. It's not going to take ages to get through each day. You've got one page of Bible story every day, with some really great questions to think about and open up faith conversations at home. I have a limited number of these. Let me know if you want to order yours in time for the 17th of February, which is when Lent starts. Do get in touch if you want one, and do it quickly. So, I've only got a small number left, but do get in touch, and it'll be on a first come, first served basis. They look really fun, don't they?
Yeah, they do. What
a cool way to count down to Jesus' death and resurrection, which we celebrate, over Easter, which is, it's coming up. Very exciting time in the new Christmas, post-Christmas year. Christian calendar? I don't know what I'm talking about here. Okay, I think that's it for today.
Yep.
I told my 3 notices and live Zooms. Hopefully see you there. All age service. Hopefully see you there. Countdown calendars. Let me know if you want one. That's all for us. And we hope you have an amazing week. Please do send us all your pictures. We love seeing you. We miss your faces. And we will be back here in 2 weeks' time. But hopefully we'll see you at the all age service next week. In between, do get in touch. Let us know what we can be praying for, how we can be supporting you, and just how you're doing. We miss you guys. Great. Take care and goodbye.